Greetings to Dr. Fariza and my fellow coursemates. Today, my group member Wei Han and I would like to present on our project, which is the prediction of prospective customers of a shopping mall. So the shopping malls and the complex are always in the competition to attract more customers and convert them in order to gain higher revenue and profit. They have to analyze their customer thoroughly and deeply to understand how to market and serve them better. So the process is basically first they have to collect all the transactional data of their customers and perform analysis and machine learning to predict their spending behavior and to produce the useful insight for them to plan their marketing strategies. So the objective of this project is to find out which customers are what being targeted by the shopping mall based on their characteristics. So the question that we would like to answer throughout this project is first, what is the spending score of the consumer based on their characteristics? And second, which age group and gender of the customers would have higher spending score? So next, I would like to pass to Wei for the data processing part.
Thanks, Xavier. So now that we've explained the objective, so next let's look at the data set. So the data set are actually acquired from Kaggle, which is the more customer segmentation data. This is a data set created for the learning purpose on market basket analysis. There are a total of 200 observations with 5 pages, which are customer ID, gender, age, annual income, and spending score. So this shows the brief overview of our pre-processing. As the data set is clean, so after we've expect that no cleaning is performed. And for our study objective number 2, which is to predict the groups of customers, so we have also grouped the customers into 3 age groups. So as they are all adults, so these are all different adult groups. Next, customer ID is also removed as they are not needed for our model. Next, on EDA, so this, as we can see from the plot, pair plot here. So we can see a pattern here that the young adults appears to have a higher spending scores generally. So and to verify on these findings, so we have also plotted mean spending scores based on the 3 different age groups. Okay, and then we can clearly see from here again the the young adults have higher spending scores. Besides other findings is that there are no clear correlation between annual income genders with the spending scores. So next on the analysis techniques. So firstly on the to tackle on the question one, which is to predict the spending score. So we have built multiple linear regression models based on all other features. So the sampling techniques are repeated CV, and we've also splitted the all the categorical variables into k minus 1 dummy variables. This is actually done by carrot package. Yeah. And we've also done a comparison with random forest regressions. Okay, and next on question 2, which is to predict age group and gender of the customers. So we have built classification models with SVM polynomial kernel functions. So we have with for the sampling, we use stratified sampling with a train test split and repeated CV similarly. Yeah. Two similar models are built on age group and gender, and they are both compared with the naive-based classification method. Mm, on the regression model, this is on the first question. So, and this is the output of the build of the model. Mm, okay. In line with our EDA, so we find that that the model shows that whether they are young adults is a significant predictor with the spending score. With this is with a low p-value as shown here, and however the model seems to have a low R-squared value as at about 0.147, and we speculate that the spending score might be better represented as a non-linear regression model. Next, so we've also plotted the predicted values of the spending scores for different age groups and genders, and yeah, across all range of annual incomes. And we can see from here again that the, the young adults, regardless of gender, is predicted to have higher spending scores, but from our model.
Okay, thank you, Wei Hen. So we also run predictions on which age group would give a higher spending score by using the two different classification algorithms, which is the SVM and the naive Bayes models. So both of the models were evaluated by using the confusion metric technique, and we have found that the SVM would have the higher accuracy than the MB models. So based on the finding, we found that the young adult would have a higher spending score among the other age group. This is in accordance with our earlier finding during the EDA sections. Next, we also run prediction on which gender would give a higher spending score. So this is because as we know that different genders would have a different purchasing decision based on their different needs. So after we run the modeling, by using the SVM and evaluate by using the confusion metric. We have found that the gender is not significant enough to determine the spending score of the customers. In a nutshell, we can conclude a few findings, which is first, the age of the more customer is the most significant features to determine the spending score of the customers. And next, the customer who fall under the young adult category, which is in between the age of 18 to 35 years old, would have a higher spending score among the other groups. And lastly, the gender has little to no effect on the spending score of the more customers. Okay, that's all. Thank you.